distinguished guests, Honorable Mayor Romulo Peña Jr., Mayor, City of Makati, Chairman of the Board of Regents, Member of the Board of Regents, our commencement speaker, Dr. Dalisay Browner, former Vice President for Academic Affairs, our beloved OIC President, Professor Ramila Cruzado, CPA, Dr. Belinda Silverio, OIC Vice President for Academic Affairs, Professor Aurora Serrano, Vice President for Administration and Finance, our University Secretary, Dr. Elixir Ramos, thank you, ma'am, Attorney Jewel Bulos, University Legal Counsel, Deans, Executive Directors, Academic and Administrative Heads, Academic and Administrative Directors, Faculty, parents, friends, my fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Pahugot. Alam mo, buti na lang hindi gumaya sa'yo ang graduation. Kasi buti na lang ang graduation dumating na, ikaw hindi pa. When we were young, we had watched our older brothers and sisters' graduation and wonder why some were smiling and others are crying. Everything was completely absurd because we have no idea why there were different emotions. And from that time on, we tried to figure out why and look forward to this day, this very moment now. So this is how it feels. This is the thrill of wearing togas, the delight of shaking hands with the university officials, the melody of the warm congratulations of the people around us, the bliss of finally be receiving our diplomas. It's a mix of excitement, anxiousness, sadness, but beyond all, happiness. Graduation for real gives us multitude of feelings we never know had ever existed. This chapter of our life, like all others, is full of twists, surprises, learnings, headaches, and even heartaches. Our college life is full of surprises, like the surprise quiz of our professor, or the amazingly lucky day wherein we never really reviewed, but we got a high mark, or the surprise of your friends in your birthday, like bringing a little cake and singing to you happy birthday. We also felt during our stay here in UMAC headaches and heartaches. Headaches for the annual report, research, thesis, pamanahong papel, and all that. Heartaches because the file is corrupted and the deadline happened to be tomorrow. This exhaustion, fatigue, pressure, and a lot more had finally paid off. We can now finally have our sigh of relief. We learned a lot of things here in UMAC. Dito ako natuto sa UMAC magmahal, umasa, masaktan, at bumangon ulit. At mahalin ulit siya. Ang accounting, syempre. I learned a lot of things here, like the intricacies of the accounting profession, the basics of English, math, science, and all that. But most of all, I learned here the friendship, the value of friendship, the priceless value of friendship. It's not theoretically learned, it's more likely felt. Here, we felt friendship from our classmates, professors, and even with ating nagtitinda dun sa building too. We will surely miss a lot of stuff and people here in UMAC. But for now, forget your worries and strife, and let's celebrate. Above us, behind us, beside you, and even the persons in front of us are the persons who move you towards this day. Above us is God. He sees the bigger pictures. Sometimes He's walking with you, and sometimes He's carrying you along the way. Thank you, God, for everything, for keeping us alive, for our food, water, light, dim, and mostly to the people who surround us. Thank you, God, for everything, for the wisdom in every aspect of our life. Thank you, God. All glory is yours. Behind and beside us are the persons who support us throughout the way. They are the ones who are going to catch us if we fall, who will let us bounce back as high as possible, and they will smile seeing us shine. They are the persons who believe in us at the very onset. They are our family, our professors, and our friends. To our family, thank you for your unwavering support. Thank you for the unbelievable trust you pose. And above all, thank you for the unconditional love. We love you. I especially want to thank my mother because she is the only one who purely, honestly, and truly and completely believes I am beautiful. Thanks, Mama, because even if the world is against us, you are there to be my shield and my sword. To our professors, thank you for the bountiful knowledge, serious and sometimes funny lecture. Thank you for the values. Thank you for sharing your stories. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for the tap on the shoulders. Thank you for many different things. Thank you to our friends. Thank you for the moments we laugh, cry, talk, drink, and just smile. Thank you for the funny jokes. Thank you for the back we can lean on whenever we cry because of failure. Thank you for staying side by side even if the odds were not even in our favor. Thank you for the warm embrace. Thank you for the encouraging words. Just thank you for the friendship. I always believed that this would not end in UMAC. I especially want to thank my friend Lerica. I remember when I lost in one of the biggest quizzes in my life. She texted me but this is so unbelievable because whenever I text her something really, really important, she never replied. She said, "Huwag kang malungkot, huwag mo nang isipin yon, nakaraan na yon." Sabi nga ni Midorima, there's no shame in falling down. True shame is not standing up again. Tsaka mas attractive daw sa babae yung malakas ang loob. Kung sinong malungkot, siya ang talo. Hayaan mong malungkot yung quiz because hindi ka nila sinama. Thanks, Lerica. Also, thanks to my friends Adora, Sarah, Ann, Jose, PJ, Christine, Jing, Jima, Ramon, Paul, Juvie, Jomar, John Camille, Donna, Carl, Kuya Kim, Ateliani, Jat, Ian, Matt, Aika, Jane, Carl, and all ABSA. You taught me that we shine brighter together. You are more than just friends to me. To the people who are making the city of Makati and especially the University of Makati alive, thank you for your service. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to study in the most prestigious school, university, along JP Rizal. No joke. No. Thank you for helping us, the youth who are hungry for knowledge. Thank you for being the root that holds up the whole tree to make beautiful and handsome fruits. Thank you. And there are the people who are in front of us trying to impede our way. They are the ones we often disdain because they are telling us we were inadequate, nothing, and unworthy. I know some of you may brag at them and say, "Look at us now, you are all wrong about me." And worst of all, we'll tell them, "Who are you, by the way?" But when we really try to look through the microscope, and there are some of them who are only trying to challenge us, who are outwardly bad, yet inwardly beautiful, who say awful words but with powerful purpose. Today, I want all of us, the graduates, to wholeheartedly and without any hate, thank all of those people who badly challenged us when we were traversing the path. Thank you for the harsh words. Thank you for the harsh words that push me harder to really make me better. Pahugot pa isa. Alam mo, crush, gusto kitang thank you-han. Kasi pag sinasabi ko sa yung I love you, ang sinasabi mo sa akin, thank you. Baka kasi pag sinabi kong thank you, sabihin mo, I love you. Bas na. Let me share to you a short story, an excerpt from Paulo Coelho's The Devil and Miss Prim. It's about a young man who searched for an old man who is well known to be the best archer in the whole town. This young man sought to learn from the old man's technique in archery. After a week long of exhaustion, he finally found this old man. He asked him humbly to be his mentor. After a very, very long bargain, the old man accepted to be the young man's teacher in archery. So the next day, they went where the old man used to practice. There's the board hanging at the tree, the bow, and the arrow. The old man grabbed the bow and the arrow, went to the spot, and poised to shoot. The old man then closed his eyes. The young man was so astonished and amazed and thought, he really is the best archer in the whole town. The old man then released the arrow with his eyes closed, but the old man missed the bull's eye. It was instead pierced through the tree where the board is hanging. The young man laughed out loud and burned to the old man, "I thought you are the greatest archer in the whole town. How come you missed the target? What can you even teach me?" The old man said, "I had just taught you one of the most important lessons in life. Never let your eyes close when you want to hit a target." I believe that many of us here have different goals after this day. I hope that the old man's lesson of keeping our eyes open all throughout our pursuit of success will never be forgotten. It takes courage to open our eyes to truly see how hard what we want or what we want to be. That's why others try to close their eyes, Try their luck and let it be. I hope that we will have courage to keep our eyes open as we rise above the restrictions of fortune, that we will never look at ourselves as the victim of our circumstances. Let us not let our present condition dictate the outcome of our future. I also hope that we will keep our eyes open and we will try to perceive what's out there beyond the target, beyond our goals. I urge you to look wider and farther. I urge you to not only have a target, but to find your true purpose in life. Life is not a quest for money, for fame, for pleasure, or for power. Life is not even a quest. It's a beautiful gift. Life is beautiful. So I hope that you will not waste it for something temporary. Instead, I hope that you will give your heart time to focus on things that eternally endure. In the words of Nietzsche, he who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. Life indeed is not just to live, but to have worthwhile to live for. Lastly, my friends, I urge you to make a solemn pledge with me to uphold the principles of integrity, honesty, courage, temperance, justice, patience, industry, and modesty that UMAC has instilled in us. Preserve these principles in your mind and your heart as you stimulate progress outside UMAC. Have courage, find your purpose, and preserve these principles. Let us stand taller, hardy Huron, and make the world a better place. Thank you and congratulations.